Hi Scorpio, this is going to be a general reading for your sign between the week of the 29th to the 5th of October. Let's begin. So Scorpio, your pre-week energy here before the week begins. You've been very driven and motivated, very focused on moving forward within your lives, moving forward in trying to figure out, discover things about yourself. You've been trying to discover who you really are. And you've been very driven and motivated. It's like you've almost been rushing, like to figure out who you are. Like there's this sense of urgency within you that you need to figure out who you are. I feel like you don't want to waste any more time in life where you're just, you know, living life that doesn't feel true to you. Like you're able to pursue things that you want to pursue, but that doesn't mean that those things that you're pursuing are necessarily exactly what you want. And you've come to this sort of realization that you tend to jump straight onto the boat, like you don't really like you haven't got a full clue of who you really are and what you truly you know, who you truly are. You haven't made these discoveries, and you've been really focused that you've put your life on hold. Almost you've put things on a hold and within your life of, let me just take my time here and really figure out who I am, like make some sort of discoveries within yourself. And you've had a lot of willpower behind this. It's really coming from your heart, and you're really connected as well. Your crown chakra is really connected in this situation, to the spiritual realm. You've really been trying to figure out exactly who you are. You feel like you have your chariot, but your chariot's not moving the way you want it to move. And a chariot here is representative in your situation as that, you know, that's this one here being your shadow self, and this one here being your light self. You know, and you're in the middle, sort of. You're trying to heal yourself so that you can move your chariot in the right direction. Like you don't want to go left and then right and then left. You want to go just straight on your path. You don't want to go you don't want to be taking any more detours. You felt like you've taken enough detours in your life, and you haven't gotten to where you want to really be. And you're quite tired at this time of you know, things that annoy you. Like you feel quite annoyed by life is what I'm feeling here. Like you're almost like a desperate cry here of like you wanting to um really move forward in life and trying to figure out what's the key for you to be able to move forward in life. You've really been trying to work it out. I'm sorry if you can hear the seagulls. The seagull's been annoying me like, for a few days now. Like it just sleeps outside of my window, and then it will just go off on one, and it's always keeping an eye out on me. It's quite funny actually. The seagull, like if I'm eating something, it will come up and it'll be like. And I do play with it. So like if I do eat something, I'll turn around and I'll be like, you know, like, and it's like, what you got there? What you got there? That's the funniest thing ever, honestly. I think I've befriended her. I don't know. But I feel like here is like this kind of your energy as well. Like you're finding things quite annoying, but then you're finding like little pleasures within the in the situation you're going through. But they don't gratify you. They don't satisfy you. They don't fulfill you. They don't make you feel like how you feel like you should be feeling in life in general. Like you want way more fulfillment. You feel like things are very shallow within your life. You feel like things are very mediocre. Like your experiences don't feel like how you feel inside. They don't feel as exhilarating as you'd like them to feel. And you've really been really focused and motivated. You've been taking action towards. You're like you're on a mission to figure out within you who you are, and you've done this with a lot of control. Of I'm not allowing myself to get into situations, or I'm not allowing myself to, whether it's drama or it's not drama, but you're not allowing yourself to get into different situations, even with career, even with love. Like you have put everything on hold while you figure yourself out because you like, I don't want to go forward unless it's really my forward. If it's not really my path, I don't want to go down it because you've been taking detours, you've been going left and right, and then you have to come back into the middle, and you're quite tired of it now. You're quite tired of going around and not having things exactly the way you want them to be. You want things to be exactly the way you want them to be. Like you're really like reaching out and trying to fix situations in your life, trying to make situations more coherent, more uniform, as in they fit with you and they make sense in your life. Like they give you what you need from them. They give you the energy that you need from them. Not as in like you're a vampire or something, but like they're giving you fulfillment. Like you're not scared to put in time or energy into situations as long as they give you something that you can grow from, something that you can evolve from. And you really feel strongly like you need things to help you evolve, but what's around you is very mediocre. It doesn't allow you to grow. Yeah, it just causes you problems. It just causes you detours and just drama and stress for no reason, and you're quite tired of it. Like you gain a little pleasure from it, you know, like the drama is entertaining, but you know it's not what you want. It's not what you asked for either. And you're very like you're taking control of your life. Like I'm just figuring out who I am, and then everything else comes after. And you're moving with a lot of determination, a lot of willpower. Um, yeah, and you are making these discoveries. You are actually making discoveries prior to the week. You may have made a few already, and you're making some more very important, fundamental discoveries about yourself. And these discoveries are really helping you plan for your future. They're helping you really make decisions with confidence that, okay, this is the way I need to go now. And you're really, it's very reflective, this energy of like looking at everything in your life, everything, and I mean everything, and you're like really going on this journey. I feel like you're going on a solo journey here. You might feel like you might be traveling. You might make a decision to start traveling. You might make a decision to move country, move city, move. You're moving. There's movement involved here, but you're planning. You're at the planning stages of this movement. You're planning to make a decision. Well, you are making a decision to make the plan basically, not planning to make this. You're making the decision to make the plan, and you're making this with confidence that you're gonna do this. What you don't realize is this situation, you know, up until this point, and this point of you, like you know, this where you've been motivated, focused, and you know, you've come to this point of, you know, being able to make this decision, right, and making these discoveries within yourself. This is something you've manifested. You were looking at ways to grow, and sort of like a clarity coming in, helping you grow, grow. I feel like you're quite spiritually connected. You're somebody that gets your messages from the spiritual realm. Um, you see things in mirrors. You see things in mirrors. You see energies in mirrors. You see things in mirrors. This is how you get your answers. You look in mirrors when you shower or after you shower, or when you're getting ready. You look in mirrors, and that's where you get a lot of your answers. And that's where you get, you know, that's your spiritual connection. Um, and here you've manifested this, because what's happening for you now, this is turning up for you as like some sort of opportunity. You're feeling very abundant and enthusiastic about what's to come before you. You know that your manifestations are in the right place. Like you're going towards your big manifestation, which is what you truly want from life. And this situation, you don't realize it, but you have manifested this situation, even as weird as it feels to you at the moment. You have manifested this so that you can gain clarity, and this is helping you put you on your way to your abundance, putting you on your way to your um, to even more bigger manifestations. Now, just before the week begins, you've got this interesting energy of the moon. You're kind of going in and illuminating your using your intuition here and illuminating within your experiences within. You're beginning this journey now, your life path journey. It's like you know you're on your life path journey. I see you here as this lobster. I'm seeing this lobster here as a scorpion. You know, that's you. Obviously, you're a Scorpio, right? And you're beginning this journey, and you're beginning this journey from a place of balance. You like, I'm seeing these you know, the cat and not the cat, maybe it feel like a cat, but like a cat and a wolf. I was gonna say, you feel like there are these sphinxes here, and you know, one is representing your shadow self, one is representing your light self. Now you're fully on board within yourself. You're fully aligned within your being of how to move forward. Not how to move forward, but you're united within yourself. Like you've gotten to the point now, this situation that you manifested without realizing, this situation wants to bring these sphinxes together, basically, so they're not moving in different directions at different times. Like one's stopping, one's moving, you know, so the chariot actually moves. Now you're moving forward. You're able to move forward, and this is coming from a place of your heart. Now, here you're beginning your journey. As you can see, you're coming out of the water. The water here represents a sort of barrier that you've overcome now. You've overcome something. You manifested this situation to come out, to get over this barrier that's been blocking you. You felt like there was a barrier that was stopping you from moving forwards, and this is why you were so confused and trying to figure out what's going on. But now you're over this threshold, and your shadow self and your light self is integrated within you. You're moving forwards now on your path. You're beginning your path, and you're being illuminated. The way is being illuminated for you. I'm seeing like a pathway, and there's torches. It's like there's a path in the darkness. It's at night, and it's like in the middle of a forest, and there's like torches coming. There's like, as you walk, there's like torches being lit, and these torches are just on the right hand side. As you're walking down, there's just like massive torches, you know, like wooden ones, and they're just, no, there's no one there. They're just lighting by themselves, like massive fire. As you're walking down, and they're not affecting you, but they're just lighting the way for you. And you're kind of walking down. As you, each step you take, you know, each little checkpoint you get to, there's another, not a checkpoint, but like as you're walking down the path, there's many like I think they're called pyres. They're not called pyres. They're just called, I don't know what they're called, but they're called torches. You know, the torches. I think the pyres are the bigger ones, but these are quite big torches. They're huge. Not ridiculous, so you can't walk, but like they are quite big. And you're really like using your intuition and illuminating your experiences, your life in general. It's very interesting. You're very reflective about what has happened to you in your life in general. You're looking at situations that you've been through, and the situations that made you feel very feel at a loss. You've things that you've invested in, people that you've invested in, and your energy that you invested in situations that have not given you anything, and just been ruined. You know, you felt like you put a lot of energy into them, a lot of life into them, and you know, they didn't give you nothing. People, careers, people, places, things. It's not career related. This is more of like relationships and like yourself in general, like your self development, where you thought you would find fulfillment. You've seen a lot of losses like this. You've seen a lot of grief, tears, um, loneliness. You've lived a very lonely life. I feel like you're constantly surrounded by people though. Like you have a lot of friends, or people that say that you're your friends, but you don't feel like you have a genuine connection with a lot of people. You feel like very alone. Like the things you want to do, like the things that you really, really, really want to do, you have to end up doing that. You always do them alone, because there's no one else that wants to really do them. Like the things that you want to do, like that you really want to do, you end up doing them alone because no, you have no one else to do them with. And then you kind of go with like the whole group, and then you're doing the whole things that everybody wants to do, but it's not what really you want to do. And so you end up doing a lot of things, and it's created a lot of loneliness in your life, like over the years. Like you've always been like this. Like you feel like you've grown old. You feel like you're an old soul. Like there's no one out there for you. There's no one that understands you. There's no one. Like you feel like you're old now. Like you don't feel young at all. You don't feel like you don't feel hip. You don't feel cool. Like you don't feel you know um like you don't feel hip. Like like when you're young, you're a kid and you're like everybody likes you, and you don't feel like that anymore. You don't feel like you're part of that group. You don't feel like you're a cool person. You feel like the things you like are very weird, and you're quite weird, and everything about you is weird. Like this is how you view yourself, but that's not true. But you're illuminating these situations using your intuition. You're also looking at things that have brought you a lot of conflict within your life, people that have brought conflict within your life, drama, situations, and family that have brought a lot of conflict, a lot of disagreement, a lot of chaos within your life. You felt like a lot of opposition within, and you had to really defend yourself from people. You had to defend yourself from the way people were talking about you. You had to defend yourself from even your friends like talking down on you and like questioning you and just trying to boss you around and trying to like make you feel small. Like you're really looking at everything that you've been through in life, things that have really like let you down, things that have made you feel grief, loneliness, tears, made you cry, made you feel at a loss, make you feel like you're constantly fighting, you're in a disagreement, even though you've been right in a lot of these situations. Like you've been right because you've been true to yourself, like you've not done anything wrong. But the way that they see you, I'm seeing almost like a jealousy here. Like they see your light, and they had darkness in them, and they saw your light, and they just wanted to snuff you out. Like a lot of people that wanted to have conflict with you. You might have physical altercations as well, whether you're a man or woman or anything in between. You've had physical altercations as well with people, having to defend yourself. I don't feel like you're the person that really starts the fights. You always end up having to defend yourself. There are situations where you have been the one that initiated the fight, but you did it because there was no other way, or you had to prove yourself in some way to people, and because of that, that's why you initiated the fight. But those are from a more darker time when you're more darker. It's not anything recent, is what I'm getting. Like you still have that darkness within you, but you don't. You have integrated that darkness into your shadow self, and it's not unbalanced anymore. It's balanced. Like your shadow self is balanced quite well now, particularly at this time with your light self. So you understand very well who you are, and the reason why you're illuminating all of this and using your intuition to illuminate all of this is you're really looking at what's an illusion, what's not an illusion, what's who you really are and who you're really not. You're realizing that at this point that what you've been through, the experiences you've been through, don't really define you. The experiences you've been through don't define your future at all. What defines your future is what's inside of your heart, and that's what you're realizing, that you are what your heart says you are, not what your environment, your experience has been in life. And this is the way you've been before. You've allowed yourself to give into this sort of I am my experiences, but now you're realizing that you aren't your experiences. You are what's inside of you is who you are, not what's around you, not the external. It's the internal that makes you. And you're realizing here that by being like this, like being like the past makes me what my experiences make me. Like you've had a lot of bad experiences here, and like you're realizing here that it takes from you in the future. Like you have noticed recently, like there's some things, the good things that have come in for you, but you couldn't keep them in your life. You couldn't hold on to them because you ended up rejecting them without realizing it, because you stayed in this energy of, my experiences make who I am. But you're changing your whole narrative, looking at situations and saying, look, hold on, I am not my experiences, but I am who I am inside. Whether people agree with me or they disagree with me, it doesn't matter. That's who I am. And because you're doing this so you can purify yourself. And this is a big purification that's happening. This is happening within your subconscious. This purification is happening within your subconscious. It's really allowing your energy to really integrate and fulfill you. Like your energy is at the moment, it's a bit segregated. It's like there's barriers in your energy, within your energy, that you've like put barriers between your light self and a dark self, like your shadow self, your light self, and yourself. And it's like you've put barriers everywhere, that stop you from, that stop one side going to the other and one side going. They don't. There doesn't need to be a barrier, and this is what you're realizing. Well, you're being purified from this because your energy sits inside of you, and you are all one, not separate. Like you're not in you're not in a different mood and you decide to go more on your your shadow self, or no, you're always one in any situation. This is why you're going through this. You're purifying yourself, and this is before the week begins. You're going through a massive purification, and as you go through this purification, you're going to have a greater sense of love for yourself. You're going to have a greater sense of love, because this situation you're going through stems from a place of hate for yourself, hate for why I did this and why I did that and why I did this. Like the situations you've been in, they brought you a lot of grief, a lot of conflict, a lot of chaos, and like you blamed yourself for them when it wasn't your fault. Like you were just being true, and people couldn't handle you. The people around you couldn't handle you. They couldn't handle your truth. You triggered their insecurities, that's why. And then that's why a lot of them attacked you. But you blamed yourself for it. You said, if I didn't do this, then that wouldn't have happened. But you're realizing now that those barriers are stemming from a place of hatred, as you go through this purification. And it's going to happen overnight. It's something that is going to happen while you sleep. You're going to wake up feeling fresh. You're going to have a spring in your step, is what I'm hearing. You're just going to wake up and all of a sudden you're going to feel different. Like as soon as the week begins. At the beginning of the week, you're gaining some sort of ancient knowledge about yourself, ancient knowledge within your soul about your own wisdom, spirit. You're gaining a lot of spiritual wisdom, but it's like you're integrating your different aspects within you. Like I see this one here down here, like one of these guys is, your shadow self, one of them is your light self, and that's you. You're integrating your energy within you. You're doing a massive subconscious healing. The higher friend here is pointing to the sky, and the sky in this sense is like the spiritual realm. And in this situation, the spiritual realm is your subconscious. That's where a lot of this programming needs to be deleted from. A lot of programming that is not yours, that's been put on you, that's been forced on you. You're unlocking yourself in a major way. Look at these people, they're throwing their keys down here. You've got the keys to yourself now. You're able to level up. You're able to really you're really able to rise within yourself and leave behind this energy of having to secure everything, having to control everything within you. You've really controlled your energy. And when you're in this energy of the Four of Pentacles, it doesn't allow any movement of energy. If anything, what happens in this situation, she loses all of these pentacles. She holds on to them so much because this is all she ever wanted. She wanted these pentacles. She's like, it's mine, it's mine, it's mine, it's mine. And she holds on to them. And then she grips them like this. She drops all of them and they all get lost. They all just run down into the city, and they can't chase them because the coins move too fast. And you're kind of letting go behind this need for control, like within yourself. You've been very controlling within yourself. You don't show certain emotions to people because you're like, oh, they're going to perceive me in this kind of way or that way. And you control how you show your emotions, how you feel. And you've gone to such an extent that you try to keep a stoic face at all times. That is, you're realizing that this is wrong. Like, this is not who you are. You're creating, you're hurting yourself. You're hurting your heart by being like this. You're hurting your heart. I feel very emotional. Like, I'm tapping into your energy right now. Like, you really hurt your heart by you hurt yourself. Your heart's very pure, and you're hurting your purity by being like this. Because you're not a fake person, and being like this is quite fake, really controlling how you show yourself, how you feel, how you speak. You're controlling everything. You're like, I need to make sure that everything's secure. Like my barriers are secure. My barrier here is secure. You got a lot of barriers. You put a lot of barriers up in situations, and the barriers are from a place of fear, so that you don't do something wrong. You're afraid that you're gonna do something wrong. Like you have like it's like an insecurity almost. Like, oh, I'm gonna do something wrong, and people are gonna judge me in a certain way, and they're all gonna hate me. I'll be honest with you, Scorpio. These people that you consider so high up, they ain't really shit. Like they ain't really worth your time. These people that you used to look up to in your past, I don't know. In your present reality, I'd say they are. You're mostly by yourself in at the moment. But in your past, these people you looked up to really weren't shit. They weren't really something special. But you just viewed them as special. Maybe they had a lot more popularity than you. People gravitated towards them more. It wasn't because they're more better than you. It's because had more likeness between the two of them. They were like each other. You're the one that's different. You're the one that's special. You're the one that is different. Like you're the one that's pure. They weren't. They both knew each other were impure, and that's why their friendship was greater than your friendship with any of them. Like you were a lion in a hyena's cave almost, and you thought you were a hyena as well, but you're not. It's quite interesting. But you're really in this stage of like gaining a lot of wisdom about how you've been, and you're really taking action, and you're gaining a lot of spiritual wisdom. Like even in bad situations, you gain a lot of wisdom. Like not every situation is a loss. People say, oh well, bad situations, you know, you waste time. You don't. You gain a lot of wisdom. Trust me, I've been through a lot. I gained a lot of wisdom. And you're deciding to embark on a new journey, one that you're following your heart this time. You're using your intuition, and you're really following your heart at this time. Your intuition, I can see you strengthening as you enter the week anyway, and as you gain this ancient knowledge. This ancient knowledge is your akashic records. It's from your soul, from different lives, like past lives, and you're integrating this ancient knowledge within you. You're stepping into a new beginning with like almost like a childlike wonder. Like my future is going to be amazing. My future is going to be beautiful. My future is going to be everything that I imagine it to be, and it is. You're doing this again from a place of purity. You're deciding to be more spontaneous. Just deciding to plan less. You're deciding to just go with it, like rather than trying to control situations and try to control yourself. You're allowing yourself to be free. You're allowing your experience to be free. And as you go on this journey, you're letting go of all of these things. These things, they're baggage. You see, the fool he's got like a little rucksack, like the little thingy blobby, and you're letting go of all of this before you go. This is all baggage. It's like baggage within inside of your energy that you're being purified before the week begins. And at the beginning of the week, you're deciding to go on this new journey. As you go on this journey, between Wednesday and Friday, you're really nurturing yourself. You're nurturing yourself and becoming prosperous, very prosperous within yourself. You're really nurturing your energy here, and you're seeing a lot of growth. A lot of growth. You're manifesting things very quickly because you're on board. You're actually beginning. This is the beginning of your true life. Like you're really going down your true path at this time. Gaining a lot of enlightenment, a lot of enlightenment, a lot of new perspectives about life in general. You're no longer looking at life through the lens you were looking at life, or you have been looking at life. You're looking at life a lot more differently. You're looking at it. It's almost like you got like looking at life from different eyes. Almost, you're able to now look at life from different eyes. You're not looking at life the way you used to look at life and be like, oh, everything's like this and everything's like that. Like you're letting go of those kind of judgments. And because you're staying in this energy midweek, you're going to see some kind of happiness. You're going to see some kind of wealth for some of you come in. I feel like you're going to see a lot of success within yourself just because you're deciding to make a new journey, make a new start. You're going to feel very grateful that you've come to this point that you are now, because you feel like you've had a big help from spirit. And you have had a big help from spirit. Spirit's really helped you in this situation, help you understand what's going on. Like, you're opening up the doors to your future now. You've really been collaborating with the universe here. You've been really collaborating with the spiritual realm here, and trying to build yourself up from the ground up, like over the number of years that you've put into figuring out. You have it. This isn't just something that you've been doing just now. You've been always doing this since you were young, trying to figure out who you are. You finally built something within yourself. You've built that structure within yourself. That spiritual structure that allows you to be almost like a sanctuary for you, so that you can gain clarity and gain answers about your future. And this is inside of you, that you've been building since a young age. It's only recently that you've been deciding. I think I'm hearing this whole year that you've really been actively searching for answers about who, trying to make these discoveries about yourself. And you're gaining a lot of vision. You're gaining a lot of vision about your life. You're taking authority, leadership of your life, and you're leading with a lot of integrity. You're very spiritually protected at this time as you move forward in life, as you move forward to, a better future, a better life in general. You're very protected in the spiritual. You're having some kind of forced change here. Some sort of revelations coming, some sort of forced change, and this is in regards to this. I feel like it's a forced change of like finances. You're getting some kind of gift here. You might be winning some money. You might be winning a lottery or something like that. I don't know, but you're winning something, and it's significant. It's really significant. It's really changing your life in a major, major way. I don't know what it is, but something's happening for you financially. That's going to make you feel very happy. It's going to make you feel very grateful, and it's well deserved, because you're successful within yourself, and you deserve this. After what you've been through, you do deserve this as a reward. Whoever you are, this thing is going to come in, and it's going to. I see you have been worried about your finances. This thing is going to come in and sort of just like force a change upon you. It's going to cause a lot of chaos in your life. This big money is coming in for you. It's going to cause a lot of stress, I guess, a lot of anxiety, worry, because you thought your life was going one way, and you're like, I was worried about my finances, like, what's going on? But it's because you've been tapping into your spirituality. You've been letting go of the conflicts that have really been keeping you confused, keeping your energy confused. You've actually mastered yourself at this point in time. You just don't realize it. And this is happening for you midweek. This is happening for you, where you're gaining this sort of financial abundance of some kind. Like, you've really, really, really been worried about money. I've got the Nine of Swords here twice. You've really been worried about money. You've experienced a lot of despair and cruelty in your life. I don't know what this is, but it's something abundant, and you're going to be celebrating. I'm not being told exactly what this is. I've been trying to figure it out, but I'm not being told, because I don't know. Maybe it's meant to be kept a surprise just for you. But whatever it is, it's abundance. Like, you're gonna celebrate. You're gonna go out and celebrate. You're gonna meet new people. You're gonna meet new friends. You're gonna win I feel like it's a winning. Like, you're gonna win a lot of money. I feel like you're gonna win a lot of money, or you're gonna be gifted a lot of money. Something's gonna happen where a lot of money is coming in for you. A lot of money. Yeah, it's taking you out of the worry. It's taking you out of poverty. It's taking you out of feeling left out in the cold, feeling left, abandoned. You're not going to be feeling like that anymore. This is all changing. You're not going to be feeling isolated from the universe. You're going to be feeling very connected. Now, forgot to even bloody mention. By the end of the week, between Friday and Sunday, you're going through this energy of really getting clear within your life, clear within your mind, um, about your future. You're gaining a lot of clarity about your own ideas of who you are, what you like, and what you don't like. Everything is becoming very clear within your mind. You're able to express yourself. I see you addressing people. Maybe you're going to be addressing a lot of people. Like you're going to be up on a stage and addressing people. There's going to be a lot of people in front of you. I don't know what you're doing, but you're going to be I feel like definitely it's got something to do with this win that you're having. I feel like you're going to be winning like a big amount of money during the week, and then on the weekend between Friday and Sunday, you're going to be addressing people. Yeah, you're being called to just keep following your heart. You're going to really, you're going to be telling people to follow their heart as well, oddly enough. But you're going to be communicating with these people, expressing yourself. You're going to be expressing yourself in general towards yourself by the end of the week anyway. Your self-expression is going to be very heightened. You're going to be able to communicate things within you because your different your shadow self, your light self, and yourself, your subconscious are going to be on the same page. It's going to be easy for you to express yourself within yourself. But as you go onto this stage, I feel like you're going to be expressing something very deeply about following your heart to people, and you're going to get very clear. Like in general, you're getting very clear within your mind. You're getting very clear about situations, about where you want to go next. It's like things are just miraculously changing for you this week. Like all of a sudden, things are just like it's going to feel like a dream. You're going to be living in. This is one of your outcomes. So one of your outcomes here is you're going to be living a life of luxury by the end of this week. You're really going to be living a life of luxury, living a life of pleasure, feeling very independent. You're not going to you're not going to have any dependencies by the end of this week. You're going to be very abundant. You're going to feel very abundant. You're taking the leadership of your life. You've built this structure. Like this is a result of you building this structure. You don't realize it, but you've completed the structure this week. And you're becoming the emperor because you've built this sort of sanctuary within yourself since a young age about yourself, about who you are. I don't know if you heard it, but that's a confirmation right there for you, like a door's opening. You've really completed this structure, and now you're becoming the leader. You're taking authority of your life. You're gaining the power to bless people. Like you're gaining, and I feel like again this is financial. You're gaining the money to bless people. I'm seeing this apple here in his hand being like the golden apple. I think there's a story about the golden apple in the Greek mythology. I can't remember what the golden apple represented, but I'm seeing this as a golden apple that you've got in your hand. Maybe you should look up the story about the golden apple. It's significant for you here. I'm being told that you need to search up on Google, go on Google and type in the golden apple, Greek mythology. This golden apple is significant for you this week. It's going to help you understand what's going on in your life and why it's going on. And by the end of this week, you're stepping into a whole new beginning, whole new cycle. This cycle is now officially ended. For water signs in general, I felt like there's like a big test coming in this week for water signs. I don't think yours is much of a test. I feel like more of a change is happening within you. A big change is happening, and it's something that you've sort of manifested. But the one thing that water signs have in common this week is a cycle. There's a new cycle beginning and an old cycle ending. And I feel like this new cycle that's beginning for you it doesn't need a test because you've stayed so true on your path that you don't need to be tested at this time. Like you've gone with everything that you needed to learn. Like you've been there for so many people and not gotten anything back, and you've kind of been disappointed. You've been left out. You've had a lot of conflicts. You've had a lot of situations that have happened to you where you just feel all alone. You just like. You kind of like numb to the pain and the hurt. Like you've gone so far where like you don't feel it anymore, but you just feel very negative. That's why the Nine of Swords kept popping out. I got Nine of Swords twice. That's why you've been feeling very negative. You're like, I don't know, I'm so used to this now. This is what I expect. This is who I am. But this is, you're kind of like almost being forced. You are being forced. You're literally being forced out of this situation. The spirits are coming in for you, and they're forcing you out of this situation. It's a forced change. You've got no choice in this. You're gaining some money, whether you like it or not. You might be there like, I don't know, this might not be me. But you don't have a choice here. Like, but whatever you say right now makes no difference. Like, you're at this point where like you really deserve this. You're going through like a purification. It's like you don't have to take any action here. You're being looked after here. You just need to nurture your energy and just realize that within you, you're complete now. You're whole within yourself. That's what you need to realize. And this is at the beginning of the week that you need to realize this. And you're really accomplishing a major milestone in your life. This is like you've gained a lot of wisdom, a lot of spiritual wisdom, a lot of knowledge, a lot of ancient knowledge has come back into you at this time, and it's important for you as you move into this next stage in your life. And this is fantastic for you, honestly. You gained a lot of enlightenment through this whole process. You're really you've not been a sacrifice. You've not been stagnated. You're not surrendered. You've not lost your integrity. Like, you're none of those things. Like, you are somebody that kept your integrity throughout all of it, regardless of what happened to you. And that's why things are coming in the way that they are coming in for you. Like, you never changed. Like, you stayed true. And your energy wasn't, so you stayed vulnerable here. So when you're vulnerable, what you want to come in for you comes in for you. When you're not vulnerable, everything that you don't want comes in for you. Because you've kind of like closed your energy from being honest, from being true, from being pure, but you've kept your purity throughout this whole time, and that's what's allowing this to come in. And the way it's coming in, it's like a homecoming. It's like it's like everything's being prepared for you. All you have to do is just show up, and you showing up here is just realizing that you're whole now, you're complete within yourself. Like, your shadow self, your light self, and your subconscious mind, they're on the same page. You're on the same page, and you're beginning this journey. This is the reason why things are coming in for you, because you're beginning this actual journey of your life, the real journey of your life. This whole thing has been like a prerequisite. It's been like the barrier. You've been feeling the barrier. This is what this whole part of your life was. It was the barrier. You're gaining a lot of material happiness at this time because you deserve it, and it's going to help you in your actual soul's path. Like, the reason why you incarnated is going to help you. All your dreams are gonna come true. You're gonna feel very fulfilled with your life, content with the way things are, and you're just gonna constantly feel abundance is a really big thing here. You're gonna be really abundant in all ways, not just money, with love, in relationships, in everything. I feel you crying in the future, and like looking back at your life and saying, when I was younger, I could never imagine myself like living this way. You're gonna cry in the future and be like, I never would have imagined that my life would turn out like this. So your only challenge for this week is doubting yourself. Don't allow doubt in. Don't allow prudence in. Don't allow yourself to think that you have extra work to do. That you haven't mastered yourself. That's the deception here, and making you think that you need to be more determined, that you need to use more willpower to get forward. At this time, you need to show yourself more love and kindness and caring and compassion. That's all you need to do, and that's already within you. It's already within you. This challenge here is not necessarily something that will bring you down, but it will be present, whether physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. It will be present in some way or another to try hindering you. But your challenge here is just to realize that you are no longer the apprentice. You have mastered yourself. You might be tricking yourself into saying, I haven't mastered myself, and maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe I'm being delusional. Yeah, it's, by being like this, it's going to make you off balance. It's going to destroy your harmonious change. It's going to stop you from being in harmony. Complete harmonious change. It's going to stop you from moving forwards and creating what you want, manifesting what you want by doubting your mastery over yourself. You have mastered yourself in a very powerful way. You have mastered yourself. You've been very driven your whole life. This is what you've really focused on. You haven't focused on money. You haven't focused on love. You haven't focused on people. Your whole life focus since you were young has really been on your self-development. You've really been trying to figure out yourself since you were a kid. And you've done it now. You might be quite young. You are young. You're in your 20s. A lot of you are in your 20s. And you've come to this point where, like, you really wanted to know who you are. You put everything on hold. Like I said at the beginning, you really put everything on hold to figure out who you are, discover who you are, make discoveries about yourself. Don't doubt it now, okay? Don't doubt yourself. This is a big challenge. I usually pull out a few, but I was only told to pull out one for you, and this is one. This is your challenge here. That you're not abundant, that you haven't mastered yourself, that you haven't, like, I think fundamentally that you haven't mastered yourself. You have mastered yourself at this. Don't question it, okay? You have mastered yourself here, Scorpio. It's like the leaves are blooming. The leaves are already bloomed. The flowers coming out now. Like, you're almost like a flower. I'm saying like a pink rose. You're like a pink rose. Like a big pink rose. But things are really looking good for you. Don't question don't question yourself, okay? Like, you've been through enough to really be doing silly things like that. Like, don't doubt yourself. I feel like it's coming from a place of, like, is this realistic? Is it not realistic? Am I just making stuff up? Am I being delusional? Like, don't do this to yourself. You've come so far, so many years. You are in your right mind. This is your confirmation that this reading is for you. You might be, like, kind of questioning everything, even though you're doing all the work. You're still questioning. You're stepping into your destiny. You're really stepping into your destiny at this time. Your luck is changing in a major way. Your luck is really changing. You're stepping into your destiny now, your true life path. You're opening up at this new cycle in life. It's your karma. This is your karma. You're meant to have a happy life now, moving forward, a much happier life. And happier for you is finances, and it's coming in this week. Let me know how it goes for you. And how happy you are. I'd love to know. So I'm going to leave a reading here. If you did like the reading, leave me a like, comment, subscribe. And if you would like a personal reading, my website is in the description below. Other than that, yeah, have a fantastic week, and I shall see you soon.